Are you looking for the perfect day trip outside of Lima? Somewhere that's both magical and unique? I mean, where else in the world can you go sand duning and see penguins in the same day? Ica, Peru. That is where it's at, and that's what we're going to bring to you today.
That's right, go Peru. We are Sam and Lucas from Lima Gourmet. We run food tours here in Lima, Peru, and today we're going to give you all the tips for the perfect day out of Lima.
It's a perfect destination for couples, for friends, for families, and it's somewhere where you can combine culture, adventure, gastronomy, and history all in one day.
So Ica is in the south of Lima. To go there, you take the very famous Pan American Highway that goes right along the Pacific Ocean. To get to Ica is about 3.5 hour drive, but it's well worth it once you're there, because you have...
What do you have? You have Paracas, which goes back, I mean, we're talking to the Paracas civilization, so amazing in terms of its culture. Then you have the Ballestas Islands. You have a natural reserve where, as we mentioned, you can see penguins, you can see sea lions, you can even see El Candelabro, which there are different theories about where this is from, so you'll have to take a boat ride to find out more. That's right. You also have the oldest vineyard in South America at Atacama, so it's a wine producing region. And then you have the only natural desert oasis in South America called Huacachina, where you can do sand duning and boogie boarding, dune bugging. So you have quite a day ahead of you.
And like in most places in Peru, you also have great
food. Great food.
It's true. It's an agricultural region. They have excellent fish, seafood as well. So it is an amazing destination if you can manage to fit it in your schedule.
Well worth it.
What's your favorite activity in Ica?
It's
Paracas is a town. It's a small fishing village. It has developed as the port does more excursions. The most famous is to do the Ballestas Island excursion, and it's awesome because you go on a boat and you see, as Sam mentioned, the Candelabro, full of mysteries and stories, and you get to see loads of sea lions, but also the very famous Humboldt penguins. So everybody loves that. It's a moment where you catch them and you go on your pictures and all this. So Paracas is a great start.
I love Paracas, but do you know why? Because you can make a boat trip with penguins and sea lions. And the sea lions are awesome. You can hear them playing, partying, and far away in the beach.
So let's talk about wine.
Vino!
Grapes are actually not native to the Americas, and they were brought with the Spanish with the conquest of the Americas. And the land in Peru, especially in Ica, is so fertile that this is home to the first vineyard in South America called Atacama. Wine in the land is so great for wine production that it became very competitive, and it started to compete with one of Spain's main exports. So they began to put restrictions on the production of wine, which is how Pisco was born, Peru's national spirit. But we'll cover that in a different video. When it comes to the vineyards in Ica, really runs the gamut in terms of options. You have very rustic options that are very artisanal, and then you have old style, beautiful, a little bit more high-end haciendas where you can get tastings, pairings, great culinary offerings. So we really like Atacama for that. That's the one we would recommend, but you really have many different options, worth a stop.
Yep. After lunch and wine, you want some adventure, something to keep you awake. And luckily, Ica has it as well. Ica offers everything. So you can go to the desert there, and you can visit the biggest natural oasis in South America called Huacachina. It's really impressive, and you can do several things there, but obviously, apart from visiting the oasis, Sandbagging is the main activity where you can do sandboarding, and it's a lot of fun. Obviously, you take your beautiful pictures and then you go down the dunes, and everybody loves it. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to end the day.
Well, and especially if you do this kind of itinerary setup, this coincides with sunset. So
Yeah.
you're rolling over these massive dunes next to this gorgeous mystical oasis right at sunset.
Yeah,
So
yeah. It's-
pretty unique.
It is indeed.
My favorite activity in Ica is totally the sandboard with the dune buggy.
And you?
My favorite activity is sandboarding.
In terms of logistics, how does one set this up? Can you do this trip in a day? Yes, absolutely you can, but it is a long day. So this is really to take advantage of a short itinerary. If you have just a little bit of time in Peru or in Lima, you can do it in a day. If you decide to spend more time in the south, which we also recommend, we love the south, Paracas is a really good base. You have really nice hotels there where you can stay and kind of extend your trips throughout there. Other than that, it gets really busy, so you want to make sure you get your tickets, your entrances, set everything up ahead of time. And our recommendation, I know it would sound like we're biased, but if you want things to move easily, if you want to avoid the crowd, skip the lines, I would go with a tour operator. Have someone that knows what's going on there, set things up, they can control the timings. That way you can sit back and relax and enjoy all of the great food, adventure, and the sights to be seen.
It is more or less, as you said, a very full day, leaving Lima at 6 o'clock in the morning and returning about 10 p.m. But well worth it.
Well worth it.
So if you like the sound of this full day out of Lima, check our website, limagourmet.com. There are loads of info there and details. And also like and subscribe to our channel. And we'll keep bringing you nice things to do in Lima and Peru in general.
That's right. See you in Lima.
See you in Lima.